Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you can hear me okay. I've come down with yet another cold. So today we are in the village of East Beckham in North Norfolk, and we've been staying in a holiday cottage. Now the car is packed ready to go home, so I thought I'd just show you around the house before we go. Anyway, it's really peaceful here. Proper countryside vibes, quiet lanes, open skies, just the sound of the wind. Now I was going to film outside the front of the house, but it's teeming down with rain and it's very windy, so we'll just do the inside, and I'll put some still pictures up for you to have a look at. Let's do the shower room next. This is the shower room. It's modern, and as you can see, has a massive mirror. There's a contemporary hand basin just there, and underneath you have some storage as well. Brilliant walk-in shower though, really enjoyed using that, so much room. The room is nice and light, and I really like the modern feel of this shower room. There's also a heated towel rail on the wall there, always a bonus, and there's a little electric heater up there which does the job quite well. So that's the bathroom or shower room. Now we come to the kitchen. Now again, the kitchen is quite modern, everything you need. It's a fully equipped kitchen, and I mean, you've got plenty of storage, cupboard space, all sorts of things. You've got all sorts of glasses in there, fully stocked, and in this one you have all your plates and dishes and egg cups. There's plenty of worktop space for food preparation. There's a toaster, the all-important toaster, nice sink unit, again with plenty of storage underneath. Here we have the all-important tea and coffee making facility. Look. And of course up here you have all your mugs and cups and bits and pieces in there. On this side we have frying pans, saucepans and all that sort of thing. The cooker is fully electric, has a fan assisted oven. There aren't any air fryers or ninjas or anything like that, but I cooked a meal using this conventional oven, and I really enjoyed using it, just like old times really. And there's also the microwave, which is surprisingly powerful and works very well. We have a little freezer there, so you have your freezer part there and your fridge part there. And then in this room, this cupboard, we have yet more storage, towels and things, tea towels, lots of fresh linen in there. The window, as I said, it's windy and raining outside, and it's also dark at the moment because it's quite early. But the window looks over the back garden and the field beyond, which does have a lovely view. So that's great. So the kitchen might not have the same level of technology as some, but when it comes to kitchens, it's about personal choice, isn't it? This one is absolutely fine. So that's the kitchen. We come into the dining area. A nice little room. Not too much to say about it really when you think about it. I mean, it has a table and 4 chairs. It's perfect for meals. We've had some lovely meals in here. Yeah, very presentable. And of course that leads off from the kitchen just there, and comes with heating. Now we come into the lounge. Nice little room. Enjoyed using this. Comfortable. Really cosy. And the absolute star of the show is that log burner there. We absolutely loved this. The first night was cold, it was windy. So bad at one point I thought the house was going to take off. But once we got that burner going, we were perfectly fine, so we were pleased to have that. And Billy, the dog, approved. He parked himself right in front of that from time to time, just like he owned the place really. Now we're full on festive people. We brought our own little Christmas tree and some lights. I got the tree from Lidl's, proper bargain. And I put some multicoloured battery lights on that I had in the loft from last year. I think they were from Poundland or somewhere. And that was quite nice just to have that little bit of a festive feel about that. Now again, as I said, it's dark outside, but there is a nice window there. Let's go upstairs and have a look at the bedroom, or bedrooms. I should just say before I go, we're back in the dark, 1 second. I should just say before I go that I have cracked my head on that door frame. I don't know how many times since I've been here. So if you stay in these old farmhouses, these little old farm cottages, I think this would have been a labourer's cottage, you have to really mind things like these door frames, because I'm 5'9". I don't know what size that is, but anyway, I've cracked my head on it a few times. Right, let's go upstairs and just have a look at the bedrooms. And in there is another storage, plenty of storage in this little house, and you've got your Hoover and all sorts of things in there, so that's good. Now you do have to mind these stairs. They really are steep stairs. They're wide enough though, and the banister sort of disappears in the middle there, but then meets again at the end. One of the things I don't like is the way that the room, one of the bedrooms, comes straight onto the stairs there. Sorry about the light, don't know if you can see that. And the master bedroom, again, it goes straight onto the stairs. There's no landing. So again, when you come to places like this, you do have to remember that. Right, let's have a look at this room. So this is the smaller of the two bedrooms. Danny chose this room and Billy the dog slept in here with him. Yeah, it's a comfortable room. As you can see, there's two single beds, which he says is, one of them is very comfortable. He's had some, he wasn't very well, so he didn't sleep very well the first couple of nights, but I think he got off to sleep for the rest of the time. The room has a small window with no curtain, just a rather sort of half-hearted window dressing or window blind. To be fair though, the view is lovely on a sunny day. I'd much rather look out over open countryside than a bypass any time. So yeah, so you've got your bedside, little bedside table, and then behind here you have some rails with coat hangers on, and another little bit of storage there. Because of the size of the room, really you can't put an awful lot in here, but it's comfortable, isn't it? And like the rest of the cottage, it's a peaceful room, quiet. And because the cottage itself is tucked away in the Norfolk countryside, you wake up to birdsong. In my case, a couple of very vocal pheasants, which was actually quite lucky. And again, we have the Economy 7 electric heating. So hot. Right, we'll go into the next room then. You do have to be very careful, as I said, because the bedroom goes straight onto the staircase. You can probably see a little bit better there, and from here it's the master bedroom, and that goes straight down the stairs. So yeah, don't celebrate too much the night before. Fresh sheets and towels are provided for both beds. We usually bring our own towels, but it's good to know there are plenty here if needed. Sorry about the floors creaking. Plenty of pillows. All the essentials are provided, such as sheets, pillowcases and towels if you need them. There is pretty good storage, really. You've got 3 large drawers there, an ottoman there, and a decent full-length mirror, well, sort of. And there's a clothes rail that's perfect for hang tops, jackets and coats and that sort of thing. This little cottage uses electric heating on Economy 7, apart from the lounge that we went into. This room does get very warm. I've had to turn the heater off a few times now because it was like a sauna in here. and Danny had to do the same in his room as well. In terms of features, I'll just put you up there, that's it. This room does keep two original features, and you can see that. So there's a beam there and another exposed beam just there. But apart from that, there isn't much historic detail left. Now the door clearly isn't original, but it still looks the part, doesn't it? It's very well done. There's two little bedside tables. So you're back on the stairs again. Right, there's two little bedside tables with some good powerful reading lights. The window doesn't have a curtain. There's just this awful blind which gives some privacy, but it has a bit of a cold office type feel about it, doesn't it? I mean, you're probably going to say, well, it's modern, perhaps it's you know what it's supposed to be, but anyway, perhaps it is. It's just not for me. That's the master bedroom. I would just say that there is emergency lighting. I don't know if you can just see that little light there. That comes on when that main light goes off. It's a very subtle light. There are smoke alarms all over the house. There is a carbon monoxide detector in the lounge where the log burner is. And you have your fire extinguishers as well. So that's reassuring to see that the owners are doing everything they're supposed to do and looking after their guests. I would just say that there is no Wi-Fi, and your own phone internet signal might be very weak. I know ours was practically non-existent, and sometimes there wasn't a phone signal, but it depends where you were. From the bathroom in the corner you got a signal, and Danny was saying that in the kitchen over there in the corner by the kettle, if you stand there you can get a signal as well. So if you're planning to stay and you need internet, you might like to plan ahead. We really enjoyed our stay in the cottage. It's warm, peaceful and very comfortable. And so the big question is, would we come again and stay again? And the answer is yes, we would, because it was very nice. Before I go, just want to say there is car parking space. It's literally less than a minute down the lane. It has its own car parking space, which is dedicated to the holiday let, and I think there's probably enough for 2 cars there actually. I think it said 1, but you can clearly get 2 in there. So thanks so much for watching today's vlog.